Greetings, give thanks for life, no man. Health and strength and daily substances. Rastafari lives and reign continually. Yeah, we'll continue. This is a three-part reasoning. This is the second part. We give them the first part already. And this is the second part of the reasoning. And the reasoning is all about Jamaica and a whole and how we are move forward. You know what I mean? Because there's a new king pan the British Empire. And as an African and as a Jamaican, you know what I mean, it is very important for I and I to remind the people them say I and I have a monarchy. You see me I say the British them have a monarchy and we the black people we have kings in a Sudan, we have kings in a Ghana, we have kings in a many African countries. You know, the Rastafarian monarchy, which is the Solomonic dynasty with Queen of Sheba, is the most ancient monarchy on creation. See? So we as black people, we have a monarchy. You know what I mean? We have a lineage where our divinity is longer than any monarchy and creation at this present time. And the reason why me I got the reason I would me I start the reason from the way them want for the people them to know say boy. We have a choice. Cause we as a people, we as a government within a government, wherever land boundary we there. You know what I mean? Wherever we there in the world, we as a government within a government. You know what I mean? Because the people is the government and we have a vice. So me I say we have a vice. And to we have a vice, we must know who is our alliance to in reality. Wherever we go, we are still Africans. If a pig born in our company, is still a pig in reality. You see me, I say we not lose our identity. Seeing in a real life. So Jamaica is a slave line. The crocodile government is a slave plantation. You know what I mean? Enough Jamaican things that Jamaica is for them. No, Jamaica is not for I and I. You know what I mean? Our ancestral borders is in Abyssinia. You know what I mean? That is Africa. You know what I mean? This is where our meneling and our divine destiny is to return. Africa for Africa. And Africans for Africans, woman abroad. Wherever we there on the earth. You know what I mean? If so I say, in reality. And Jamaica have a big part for playing at this redemption. You know what I mean? We have a big part for playing at this redemption and we have to understand our lineage. You see me I say we have to understand where I and I come from. We don't go now one of the reasons say some of I and I is true Ethiopian. You know what I mean? Because some of the Ethiopia them blacker than black, jet black. You know what I mean? Them Sudanese are Ethiopian as well. You know what I mean? Because Kemet and Queen of Sheba, the same set of people them. You know what I mean? So we want to know say tell us that some of the British them in come in Ethiopia and take out some of the slave in a place named Jamaru Mountain that are up in a RR. You see me I say near the border Axum. You know what I mean? And carry to the western. So some I and I is true Ethiopian by blood lineage. No doubt about that or speculation. You see me, 'cause that is written and we know that in our history. You know what I mean? It's in our and I story. See me, see, so all I and I come from the west coast. You know what I mean? But what's so particular about Jamaica, that little island, you know what I mean, in the Caribbean, is that all of the bad slave them bring pan there. The whole of the bad slave them bring them there. So the unruly slave them, the one them more fit and more attractive, the one them are more physically good, them dump them on Jamaica. That was part of the regime of Jamaica. So I and I have them genes there from long time. Rebellious, most attractive, and more industrious. You know what I mean? Because that was the genes them bring. That them rest of them wanna fit them. Some of them throw them overboard in the transatlantic slave trade. You know what I mean? And the rest of them are feeble. Them carry them on some next small island. But the strong one them, the most industrious one them, the most rebellious one them bring them in a Jamaica. So we have the DNA there by ancestral. We have the fire DNA there. Plus we have the articulately DNA there too. You know what I mean? When it comes to attractiveness. To me, Jamaican woman is one of the most beautiful women on the planet of this earth. In a real life. I'm not even a fabricator, I'm not even overstate. You know what I mean? I think Jamaican woman will possess some things where no other female possess. Even the man them as well. You know what I mean? We possess some things no other no possess. And when me I check it out where we get this possession from by DNA is when we check back the history, when them in the care they save them choose the best of the best to come at Jamaica. Both physically, both when I say physically, make sure them can do the work. One them rebellious, have them thing there in our DNA. Even today. The Rastafarianism is indigenous to Jamaica, so it's the reggae music. Now, everywhere in the world you go, no matter the language or the boundaries, them a say Rastafarian and them a sing reggae music. All of the Asian, the white people, them not care which country them come from, Germany, France, no matter where them come from, reggae music and that them a play in them car. All of the African leaders that we tell you when them have them big speech, the most influential leader is Marcus Garvey. And to me, Marcus Garvey is John the Baptist in reincarnation. That is my opinion. See? But the reason why I have to start the reason that we're there is, as I said, this is the second part. You know what I mean? 1966, His Majesty come to Jamaica. And His Majesty Rastafarian in the King's house and give her a seat and a vice in a Jamrock. The crocodile government, the slave island. From then time there, Rasta should have taken over Jamaica. I should have taken over Parliament and Jamaica from 1966. You know what I mean? Because from them, they say we get statesmanship. You see me I say? We get statesmanship and the Rastafarian them drop the button. From there, so we drop the button, you know. You know what I mean? To come out of the bushes and the back of wall and come out of all of these places and come for statesmanship and the rest. Some man born politician, some man born government. But that is our monarchy. That is our Solomonic dynasty, is a government. You see me I say? We is a government within a government. History has proven that and showing that so we is a government. You know what I mean? With a mass of people. You know what I mean? And one of the fundamental things we can't understand about Rasta, them burn politics, them burn government, them burn all of these things. And I like saying, I overstand some of the reasoning them. You know what I mean? Because when the man say burn politics, it is a system. You know what I mean? The system, the people in power full of tricks. But the Haile Selassie government is a theocratic government. It's a righteous government. So where is our righteous government? Because we want solution to things that are deal with the affairs of people and we have nobody in representation. So we are gonna keep depend on these guys to represent us when them are dealing with politics. Them is not for I and I. And the reason why I reason the way that Rasta should have taken over government from long time in Jamaica and around Jamaica Island. You know what I mean? That crocodile government, we should take over government long time. If Rasta was in power from Jamaica, a lot of places that be free. We'd have left the British monarchy long time. We'd have direct flight from Africa by now. You know what I mean? We'd have get reparation already and repatch and compensation. You know what I mean? Because we have nobody in power to agitate these things for we. And the next reason me go bring some documents where the Haile Selassie government they bring to the people of Jamaica to show them so them are Ethiopian by bloodline and they are a government and they could decide, you know what I mean? We could take up government, you know what I mean? Because right now, the Rastafarian is now officially one of the tribe of Ethiopia. We are officially by the government now a tribe of Ethiopia. And the next thing again, we are also a part of the Six Nation. The Six Nation is the diaspora out of Africa. We're living on the continent of Europe and wherever. You know what I mean? But Rastafari is part of the Six Nation, not only the Rastafarian, but we also is officially a tribe of Ethiopia. We see the Rastafarian them now I get them identity card in Ethiopia and them really legitimate now. So them is Ethiopian by blood. You know, once I get them citizenship and I get them thing process, which that should have been long time. His Majesty come to Jamaica and tell us say we are bloodline and the history and we go find out say we are bloodline. It was not only literary speech, but some of the slave them was taken out of Ethiopia too. Cause the real Ethiopia them black, jet black. You see me I say? So this new king now upon the British monarchy and we want to come out and some people are disputed say we not to come out and all these things. We have our own monarchy, you know. We have our own government and we are a government within a government. You know what I mean? And a lot of people are say, boy, the Solomonic dynasty cannot be restored because Haile Selassie is the last king that stepped on the throne, 225th king. And there will be another. That's what the Rasta man said. None before, none after. But I see what the Rasta man I say. You know what I mean? But the pearl always transient because time is limitless. Time is limitless and we live in different area, we live in different dispensation at time. And the pearl must transcend in a flesh again. In reality. That's how I see it. You see me I say so the manifestation of the Almighty in flesh must come on earth again and live amongst man. Because time is limitless. You know what I mean? Yeah, people say the world have got done and some are dead and go to heaven. We live in heaven and hell. We live in heaven and hell right here. You see me? We can't done time. You see me I say? So you can't waste so much time, you only waste your own time. You see me I say? So once I say there won't be a next one on the throne again. But the pearl will transcend. There will be another one in flesh amongst man. There will be a next Messiah. You know what I mean? Because there will always have to be a Messiah. Because we're on earth, we are earthlings. You know what I mean? And the celestial and the terrestrial is one. We can't look out of flesh for the Almighty. So we know say him dwell in the heart of flesh. You know what I mean? So I know say in flesh we are gonna see our next Messiah. You know what I mean? Within flesh, I come lead the people them and the multitude them because the world in crisis right now. You know what I mean? And me I think Rasta fit really run the world, you know. Rasta can run the world. You know. Jamaican government once announced Rasta is now threat to them politically. Cause all we want, all one time the government of Jamaica said just give them some saya mints and some weed to smoke and them good. See me I say. So a lot of people don't take Rasta even serious today. Even Rasta don't take themselves serious. Because I think a lot of people don't know deep I and I roots and I culture is. You know what I mean? And people don't know them, some lot of people don't know them history. And I know say I and I is sovereign. You know what I mean? We come from a royal dynasty. How much years of dynasty? How much BC before them Christ trod for them earth. You know what I mean? Before Haile Selassie trod earth. You know what I mean? Our dynasty exists long before King David, long before Solomon. See me I say? So if black people don't know them roots and know them history and bow to the European dynasty, which our dynasty exists before for them dynasty, we don't need to go back a while. Yeah, in a real life, we don't need to go back a while. Until we left back a while long time. You see me I say we gone over the wall and international and four corners the earth right now. See me I say. So if I this one there we need to go back a while in a real life. You see me I say, cause we're bigger than that right now internationally. We need to take up government, we need to take up office, you know what I mean? Everywhere in the world with there. You know what I mean? Rasta need to come out of the bush, you know what I mean, and start rule the world. So me I say, and stop talk about no bun this. You have to be in it to win it. So me I say, theocracy government is a righteous government. And I is of the Solomonic dynasty. And we must uphold them thing there. You see me I say, and that me really have to say. You see me I say, that I'm really sick upon. I as Rasta should have taken over government long time in Jamaica. You know what I mean? And now we should have a government in Ethiopia too. You know what I mean? Yeah, everywhere Rasta there we should have a government, really and truly, in truth and rights. You know what I mean? We should have a government there because we are of a Solomonic dynasty. You see me I say we are a particular people. You know what I mean? So the reason why I'm go with the reason here from this so and for sure say Jamaican have a part to play in this matrix. You know what I mean? And long time and more, even more than Jamaican people, Rasta have a part to play. Because a Rasta fi run Jamaica, you know. Everybody else a come try to run Jamaica. And anywhere in the world where you go, if I say Jamaica, the first thing come to their mind is Rasta and herbs. The tourist board use it, everybody use it. Even what you see the government use when anyone named Peanut Jet. And them always go for the Rasta, them deal with joke business. I mean, I think Peanut Jet is Rasta because he have and locks. You know what I mean? Them not go for serious man, them want the real thing. The government of Jamaica love to use Rasta as a little puppet. You know what I mean? Puppet for deal with freedom agenda. You know what I mean? And them go for Peanut Jet and mimic out Rasta and joke out Rasta because them don't take Rasta serious. Them take Rasta for mimic. You see me I say? Because we now deal with the root. Cause through them bun politics, them can just go into some veggie chunks and some little thing to eat and look smoke and play a little bill and look kind of quiet in themselves. When we really and deeply we take over King's house and them place there. You see me I say? Because I and I King is the true king. Are we if you run King's house, you know? Are we if you run House of Parliament? Are we if you run House of Lords in England too? Are we if you sit down in a House of Lords? Really and truly. And I say, my Lord, Honorable Prophet Marcus, Honorable Prophet John, Honorable Prophet this. Are we if you run House of Lords? You know what I mean? Are we if you know the House of Lords and that's what me want for them, you know? In a real life, you know, and that's what me want for them, you know. Are we if you run government? You know what I mean? We're tired for your beat drum and do this and we not no representation if you're there in a parliament, Rastafari. That me I say. If you're there in a government no man. If you take up office job. You know what I mean? Enough of the youth them go university all over the world. And enough of the youth them look to Rasta for the answer. You know what I mean? And Rasta too quiet and dormant like we get lukewarm. I want to Rasta them for wake up, Jed. You stop sleep and slumber because of how you get comfortable in a Babylon. You not eat too much. So me I say, you not sleep too much. So me I say, you not get comfortable upon Babylon and out. I want to wake up, Jed. You know what I mean? Because the people them are depend upon I and I. So me I say, both the Six Nations, I depend upon Rasta to deliver. The world I depend upon Rasta. So it's if I and I now wake up and take center stage in a Jamaica, in a England, in a America, in a the places them where they rise up, all I and I are gonna suffer. The people them are gonna suffer, the black people them are gonna suffer. Everyone are gonna suffer. You see me I say, so a Rasta for really take center stage. You know what I mean? And take over King's house. And we if you sit down in the House of Commons and the House of Lords, really and truly, you know what I mean, I agitate for people's rights. Because our king is a just king. You see me I say, Haile Selassie is a just king. You see me I say? So our constitution and aims are going to be justified for each and everyone regardless of creed and color. So how we know in a government to administrate theocratically? How comes we on a different banner? I go vote and I put all them things. How come we not have a government and ones in a local election to take over parliament? We go sit down in a king's house. We go sit down in a house of lords and say, my lord, honorable prophet, how we not have them things their representation? Because some want to take it as a joke and it can be achieved. Marcus Garvey say without confidence we fail, you know. You see me I say, and enough of we stand aside and know that say we can do this and support who one can do this and act like some sellout. You know what I mean? Now moving a one accord. You know what I mean? Just like we see what happened with Israelites, you know, and the stubborn race them. You know what I mean? See me I say, but if we unite, we're stronger, Jed. In reality, a leader is nothing without his people. You see me I say, and we don't want to end up like Marcus Garvey. You see me I say, so we need each other to conquer Babylon. See me I say, together we're stronger, divided we fall. You see me I say, yeah, don't be fool. You see me I say, and get caught up in the regime. Right now, world crisis, everything a crash. The bank a crash. And them a fix the interest rates them again. So all of the people them know who own things and things, them fix all of them things, yeah. To take one house. See me I say, to take one of business. You see me I say I'm for turning on a papa. You see me I say it is all planned. You see me I say digitally. But do a tune what this name world crisis and enough people just start see my meds. You know what I mean? And the world in a crisis and we do a we in a 7 year with a crisis and these things are planned. So me I say them pandemic. It is a plan. You see me I say forget the rich richer and the poor poor. It is a plan for cause mass chaos, mass immigration, all of these things worldwide. It is a plan. You see me? So you will sit over there so American and go and build up the American dream, which is a dead end. Not till they hide them, you know. You know, think twice when I do when you look a penny and you look a pound. See me I say cause someone is slave to the system. See me I say no work for Babylon and not even no dead and not have nothing. No mama dead and have nothing. No papa dead and have nothing and no pit now come dead and have nothing. Because he's a slave to the system. You know, work to pay bills. You know, build up Africa. You know, build up America. And build up Britain. So me I say, and build up Jamaica slave crocodile government place and enough and no one left out there.